Moving on now to task number 3 on the PNTA sample assessment number 1. So task number 3 about investments and property, 10 marks. So the information below relates to the investment income received during 21-22 by 2 taxpayers. Complete the following sentences. Whole pounds and enter 0 if applicable. So Mr. Z received a dividend of £10,000. His other taxable income after personal allowances totaled £35,000. Right, so my thought process is I'm up to 35,000. I know that the first 2,000 of dividend income will be at 0 due to the dividend allowance. So that's taken me now up to a running total of 37,000, and I haven't paid any tax yet on my dividends. That means that I've got 700 left before I get to the end of the basic rate band. So that 700 will be taxed at the basic rate for dividends, which is 7.5%. If you're not sure, you can double check here. So I've got 700 at 7.5%, which is £52.50. That means that I'm now, I've accounted for £2,700 worth of my dividend income. That leaves me with 7,300 of dividend income to make up the 10,000, and that's going to be taxed at the higher rate, 32.5%. So if I do 32.5% of 7,300, that gives me £2,372.50. If I add that on to the £52.50 that I just mentioned previously, which was the 700 at 7.5%, then I get a total amount of 2,425. Part 2. Miss Y received £2,500 in interest from her building society account and £240 in interest from her individual savings account, her ISA. So immediately I know that that is exempt. Her other taxable income after personal allowances, they're being nice there because you should know that taxable income is after personal allowances, totaled 66,750. So we know straight away she's a higher rate taxpayer, and therefore we'll have a £500 savings allowance. So the question asks her income from investment on which tax will be paid. So we can ignore the 240. We've got 2,500. We've worked out that she has a 500 savings allowance, so therefore she will pay tax on £2,000. The total tax payable on this interest, well, she's going to pay, it's all going to be in the 40% bracket, isn't it? Because she's already up to 66,750. So 2,000 at 40% means that she will be paying £800 of tax. Mrs. J owns and rents out 2 properties during 21-22. Relevant information is shown. Complete the table below to show taxable rent and allowable expenses. Whole pounds only, I enter 0. That seems to be a running theme, but always check what the requirements of the question are. So Sunny Street was let from the 1st of June 21 for the remainder of the tax year for 1,250 per month. Rent is paid on the 1st of every month. So we know that for property income, it's on the cash basis unless the taxpayer opts to do it on the accruals basis, or they have gross rentals over 150,000. So here it's going to be on the cash basis. So 1st of June. Don't forget you're always going to have that 1st of April to count as well. So I always count on my fingers, just make sure I definitely get it right. So we've got 1st of June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So it's actually 11 months, which makes sense because only the 1st of May sort of is excluded in effect. So 11 times 1,250 is 13,750. And then 8% commission. So I just calculate 8% of 13,750, which is 1,100. Howdy Close was let from the 15th of January 22, 420 per month. Rent is paid on the 16th of each month. So I'm going to have the 16th of January, 16th of February, 16th of March. So that will be 3 months on the cash basis. 3 times 420 is 1,260. And she paid to repair the roof and chimney. Well, it's a repair, so it's revenue expense. It is allowable, so 2,100 would go in there. True or false? An additional rate taxpayer will pay tax on dividends at 45%. No. We know. Tax on dividends is 38.1. It tells you there. A landlord replaces a broken washing machine with a new one. The same model of washing machine as the broken one would have cost 700, but the landlord decided on an improved model which cost 900. We know that you can only allow expenses like for like, so they are not going to be able to reclaim 900, they will only be able to reclaim 700. Popping that in onto task 4, which will be in your next video.